Hi, the topic today is how to be highly effective, and I'm focusing on the best ideas, the best plans. So, but something is lacking. When you have the best idea, the best plan, that doesn't guarantee the project or whatever you're doing will succeed. But what will guarantee whether it will succeed is the best commitment, the full commitment. So you might have the best ideas, the best plans, but if the commitment is not there, if you are not ready to be passionate and be committed to it, it's not going to work. So that deep commitment has to be there. So the question is not, I have the best ideas or I have the best plan. Are you ready to be committed? That commitment is what shows that you are ready. So when I dress up today in native, my wife and my children say, look, I look old. I say, yes, this is the right dress now. So what I'm saying today is commitment is very, very important. For your understanding, commitment means being faithful, being there, supervising that thing to make sure it works. So commitment is something that comes from God. It comes from the Spirit. Commitment means what I talk about, the mindset, the spirit inside of a person. Is the person's spirit there? So commitment, it what shows that how passionate you are. Because if you are passionate, you have to be committed. Because having the passion is stronger than death. You can never defeat a passionate person. So there is no level of opposition that will make a passionate person to back down. Because the person has seen where the project or the whatever he wants to do, where it's going to lead him to. So the issue is you being passionate. Because when you're passionate, you're going to be committed. And passion is what is stronger than death. Passion doesn't understand no. A passionate person can never be stopped. So there is no level of resistance and opposition that will stop a passionate person. Because that passion is a spirit. That's the mindset. That is what God has given to that person. Because the greatest thing a person needs is the value. And that value, does it include commitment? That sense of commitment. Is the person passionate? So if the person is passionate, committed, that project is already done. So God made us God. The same power he has is what he has given to us. I always tell people, I say, look, you got everything. God is not like a human being that gives you 50 and doesn't give you 100. God has given himself 100 to us. He expects us to reproduce the same way he produces. He expects us to do the same thing he's done. That was why Jesus Christ was sent to us, to demonstrate to us that God in heaven also came as God in form of man. So that's why we are saying that you probably have the best idea. You probably have the best plan. Do you probably have the best commitment? Do you have that sense of commitment? Are you dedicated to that project? You know, because somebody who is passionate is aware of the opposition. Somebody who is passionate is aware of the 100% resistance, 100% opposition facing him. But there is no level of opposition, there's no level of resistance will make somebody who is passionate to give up. Paul demonstrated it. The people were resistant to him. They even imprisoned him. Even in prison where his hands and feet were chained to the wall, he was still preaching. He was still jubilating. He was still happy. There is a saying that even though I live in the darkness, the Lord is my light. So these things are revelations. They are inspirational. So they are the things that make us succeed. They are the things that make something guaranteed. Success guarantee. Because your success, God is dedicated to your success more than you. God is committed to your success more than you. That's why God gave you success. To demonstrate to you, you've already succeeded. When God was saying to Joshua, meditate my word, do not let it, do not let it depart from your mouth. God was talking about commitment. Commitment is a spirit from God. It's a mindset from God. It's a mindset that says, you can't stop me. It's a mindset that says to opposition, there's nothing you can do. Remember a seed inside the soil. The seed inside the soil has 100% opposition. Yet it springs up. Even the twilight that attacks the shadow, that attacks the darkness, was at the time facing 100% opposition. But the golden rays pierced through the cloud, through the darkness, through the night, and dominate. When God said dominate, let them have dominion, means it's guaranteed. So if you decide to look back, you become salt. So in the topic line today, what is lacking there is commitment. I purposely left out commitment. I said the best ideas, the best plan. Then I didn't say the best commitment. Because I know dedication and commitment is a value, is a mindset. It is the spirit that guarantees success. You might have the best idea, but if the commitment is not there, it doesn't work. You must have the best plan. If you're not ready to be passionate and be committed to it, it will fail. You can't sustain it. So that's why the most important thing is commitment. That sense of commitment, dedication. Because anybody who is listening to me that knows what I'm saying will agree with me that God has made us God. Because God is so loving. God is so faithful that God cannot lie, that God cannot reserve anything for himself, because he has given everything to us. That was why Jesus Christ said, what I'm doing, you can do it more. Only if you have the faith like a grain of salt. So everything lies on us. So it is our level of commitment that guarantees the success of any project. Because God has given us everything. I do tell people, say, if you stop what you're doing, it means you don't have passion. If you stop what you're doing, that means you don't have passion. That means you're not passionate. That means you don't have sense of commitment. That means you don't understand that God has already done the job for you. That means you don't understand that God, there is no other person like God. There is no other person that finishes before he starts. So the project you are about to carry out is already finished. It's just like you don't have that knowledge. You don't have that idea that God has already given it to you. Last time I was saying that what Marcus Garvey was saying, see, if you don't have confidence in yourself, you are defeated before you started. But if you have confidence, you have already won the battle. The battle is about confidence. It's about knowing that the battle has been won. So my last video was saying, walk the walk. God is asking us, walk the walk. Jesus Christ purposely walked on the sea, and he was asking the apostles, can you walk with me? He was telling us that it's been done. Just follow God. So, I do not know where we get the sense of impossibility, because God didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of sound mind. God gave us the spirit of possibility. The same spirit he has given to us. So, when you face a problem, know that that problem is evidence that God has given it to you. So do not back down. Do not give up. Because if you give up, you are already like salt. Just like Lot's wife was said, don't look back. And behold, she looked back, she became salt. It's a metaphorical story. It's a metaphor telling you that, look at who you are. You are a child of God, sent here to do a particular thing. Something that, you are best fitted, best suited to handle. And when the time comes, you are not there. You are not ready. What a tragedy. So in life, we have to understand who we are. You are a child of God. God says the same divine freedom I've given to you. That divine freedom means the capacity to do something I've given it to you. So choose your own day, choose your own course, choose your own direction. So it depends on us. So 2 Chronicles chapter 15 verse 7 says, Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. Be ye strong. That means be courageous. Be strong like a lion. And then he says, let not your hands be weak. So let not your hand be weak means do not give up. Keep doing what is right for your reward. God is saying it. There are certain things you might be doing, nobody's noticing them. Nobody's seeing them. Those things you are doing is what you have to focus on. Keep on doing them. Because those little things, like I always said this month, Tutu says that do the little things that surround you. That these little things, when they are put together, they are the things that overwhelm the world. Those things people don't notice. People don't care. They are invisible to them. Those are the inside stories. Those are the back stories. Keep doing them. You will succeed. So, remember what I said? A problem is the evidence that God has given you success. So if you are not having opposition, you are not having resistance, that means you are not doing anything. If you're not moving, if you stay one place, there's no resistance. But if you're moving, you see resistance. So resistance is evidence that you're moving. Resistance is evidence you're doing something. So opposition is evidence in your life. So the best ideas are good. The best plans are good. But the most important thing is the best commitment. Are you dedicated? Are you committed? Are you committed? Are you passionate? Because a passionate person does not accept no as an answer. A passionate person will continue. Thank you.